You are kidding me. It's been a while since I had a shot at some WWE Gold. How about a title match soon? You were just the United States Champion, you son of a gun. What the hell? Shad, I don't care if your contract expires because you're being pain in my backside. Let me tell you what. Hardy Boy's tired of losing. Finlay hasn't been on the show for months. Finlay has just been floating in the ether. Terry Funk is also tired of losing. This is, not a great state of affairs we are in, let me tell you what. What's up, YouTube? This is Mathwas97. Welcome back to my SmackDown vs. Raw 2008 General Manager mode. And we're going to do something a little different. We're going to kick off the show, and we're structuring this as if they're happening simultaneously. So what was going on? Edge and Sabu scheduled for a singles match. Orton and Sabu were supposed to be ringside. However, Sandman attacked Randy Orton backstage in the parking lot because these two men, the former tag team champions, are very upset about what happened last week. So they're taking matters into their own hands. We are coming to you from San Diego, California, which means that it's the hometown of Johnny Nitro and Chris Masters. So Johnny Nitro needs to be doing something big. We'll figure out what that's going to be. Okay, so we put the rest of the card to... Oh, I screwed that up. Putting together the rest of the show this week, we're going to have a Cruiserweight title match. It's going to be Carlito versus Elijah Burke. We're going to have Masters ringside for maybe a hometown boost. We're going to have Corvon ringside to even things out and also maybe a bit of a popularity boost. But yeah, this is... Shad, Terry Funk, they're going to be left off the show this week because, I mean, Terry Funk could probably use a bit of rest. Shad... Shad... What are we going to do with Shad? He wants a title shot. He was literally just the United States champion. He's a greedy boy. That's not good. And main event, I thought that maybe we could do like a match to determine who's the real #1 contender for the world. Actually, you know what? Why not? Let's just go for it. Hardcore, triple threat. Punk is not in contention. I should have seen that coming. Okay, maybe not. Maybe we won't do that. Okay. So we're not gonna do that. That's not gonna happen. Okay, okay, we'll do a weird thing here. We are gonna have Shad. Shad, you want your title shot, buddy? Maybe you can get it. I don't know. We're gonna... Actually, no. Let's not do it that way. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I don't know what I'm doing. We'll do... really weird. We're gonna have Terry Funk and Shad... That's the match. Punk and Nitro still on the same side. We can try to build Punk up to a world title match. I think this covers everybody on the card then, which is a surprise that I was actually able to get everyone on the card. We'll try to get as much money as we can. I don't know how much good it's gonna do us. What we're gonna... I don't know anymore. There's like 3 weeks left. I'm trying to survive here. We are in dire straits. We have no money. We have no ratings. Yeah, it's bad. So, Funk is just nothing anymore. Shad, he's nothing. Foley is just there for the rivalry. We just need something to... I don't know. You know what? Let's just do this backwards. Why not? We're gonna put Foley in their corner because Foley is... He's so disgusted with Terry Funk. He doesn't want to see his face because Funk has been such a failure. And I know Funk, he wants a win to snap his losing streak. At this point, I don't even really care. I'm gonna focus on boosting the guys who need the boost. Maybe. Or Foley is just here. He doesn't care what's going on. He just... I don't even know. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I've gone mad. I have been driven mad by this game. We are closing in on the end. Okay, actually... I will put this back. Not Sabu. I'll put this back to how it should have been. And Punk, where are you? Punk, where are you? There you are, Punk. Stop it, Punk. Okay. We'll figure something out with this situation. And yeah, the six-man tag, mix of rivalries, and just getting everybody on the show. There we go. So go ahead, simulate this matchup. Sabu gets the win. Go ahead, simulate the parking lot brawl. Wow, Orton actually managed to overpower Sandman. Okay, so one of these attacks backfired. However, Sabu did get the win. So, I mean, this wasn't technically an official match, so that's less of an issue. But the important thing was that Sandman distracted Orton, got him away from Edge so that Sabu could beat Edge. So, something still worked out there. We'll go ahead and simulate the six-man tag. It is the team of Finlay, Ric Flair, and Snitsky who get the win. So on one hand, Snitsky wasn't doing so great. He could have used the win. On the other hand, the Hardy Boys, they also needed the win, and they lost. So something will happen there for sure. We'll simulate this and see how it goes. Oh, so it is Shad, Funk, and Foley. At this point, actually, maybe what's really going on here is that Foley, he's just he's getting desperate. He's just desperate to throw any pawns he can get in his way. And since Shad and Funk, they literally have zero self-confidence right now. I mean, Shad, he doesn't even, I mean, he's so delusional, he thinks he's going to get a title shot. So Mick Foley is just using whoever he can get to throw in the way of his challengers. Sure. Let's go with that. And then we have the Cruiserweight title match, Elijah Burke versus Carlito. Let's roll. So here we go, Cruiserweight title's on the line. Elijah Burke stepping up to take on the Bad Apple Carlito, as we are just 3 weeks away now from WrestleMania. So Carlito, the pressure is on him to keep a hold of that title. I mean, he's not going to get a spot on WrestleMania, unfortunately. I mean, he might. I guess we'll see how the Raw versus SmackDown matches turn out. I will have to figure out who my highest priority superstars to compete on that show will be. Because we do have a guy like Carlito who, you know, you have like, well, Nitro's going to be in the world title match, of course, but you've got like your Edge and Orton, or I guess more so Edge because he's been around for every series. Orton was kind of a mix because he disappeared for a bit there. But you have like an Edge who's been around for a while. You have a Carlito who's been around since the 07 series. I mean, he's had that narrative going for him. Because even in the 06 series, I think we originally drafted Carlito to SmackDown back then. But then I traded him away in the first episode, or like the second. So Carlito, he has this narrative of the guy who was originally just kind of passed over, was just kind of draft fodder. But then in the 07 series, he came around. Like, even in the 07 series, I think we had him at one point and then got rid of him, and then he came back and then went on to become a tag team champion. So Carlito's, he's kind of the... I don't think the pass the buck expression works properly here, but like he's been back and forth. He's never really had the set home, the set place. He's never been the guy. But then finally in the 08 series, you know, he started off on the hot foot, started off with Kane. The Demon's Apple were looking pretty impressive. I still can't run, unfortunately. So all the characters I'm playing as, they've got broken legs or something. They can't move. But then Carlito, he had the 08 series starting off as the tag champion, so looked like he was going to be one of the franchise players, so to speak, like he was going to be one of the top stars. That did not happen, of course, because the Demon's Apple, they just fell apart pretty quickly. And then Carlito was floundering for the longest time, and now he's finally gotten the Cruiserweight title, so he's finally managed to achieve something here on SmackDown, and now he's just trying to hang on to that. He's trying to finally, you know, maintain that level of success that he's managed to reach at this point. So I do think it would be nice to have a guy like Carlito make it to WrestleMania. I feel like if he can keep the Cruiserweight title, he will have earned it at that point. But there are only so many spots for WrestleMania, so we got to pick and choose. We got to be careful for who we pick and who we don't. Who's going to be left on the cutting room floor? So Carlito now, he's got Elijah Burke. Carlito, cool shot. Takes down Elijah Burke. And now Carlito could be going for the cover, could be looking for the quick win. 2 and 3. The match is over. Carlito, in quick fashion, retains the Cruiserweight title. Sometimes this AI puts up a good fight. Sometimes they just flop. And tonight, Elijah Burke, he flopped. He didn't really get many shots in on Carlito at all. So the Cruiserweight Champion Carlito shows his dominance tonight. He's not looking to let go of that Cruiserweight title anytime soon. So you never know. If he keeps up impressive performances like that, he will definitely make it on the WrestleMania card. But who he's going to end up facing, well, we will have to wait and see. But for now, Carlito retains the Cruiserweight title. He will live to fight on as the champ for another day. So that's this week's show. We are winding down now. 2 episodes of SmackDown to go and then WrestleMania. But first of all, gotta renegotiate Corbin's contract and see how many superstars we're gonna lose this week. So the big one is keep Johnny Nitro. Oh God. Oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 contracts. And there is no way that we are gonna be able to save all of them. Like, even next week, we just don't have the money to get that back. Oh no. I mean, Shad, I was planning on dropping anyway. If we don't get him back, man, this is rough. This is a disaster. 5 superstars. We might have enough to sign, like, at most, we might have enough to sign 3 of these guys back. But we're going to be losing somebody. And then, look at this. Like, we also have to consider that Sandman's contract is going to be coming up. Terry Funk, he's looking like he's in some trouble. Is there anybody I can trade away? Like, is there anybody I can trade for just as a last minute? We need a guy to fill space on the roster who has contract space. Like, I guess maybe I could go for Regal. Really, as long as it's like anything, like if it's at 5 weeks, they're definitely good. Holy crap. Kennedy at a 62. What happened to Mr. Kennedy? He is not in a good spot at all. Yowza. Well, let's take a gander at the Power 25. Let's see how that updated. So many contracts are running out. So fan support, we are still somehow over the 2 mil mark. Yeah, so we dropped some spots, gained a little more in other places. Nitro down. Former tag champs moving up. There's Shad, there's Snitsky. US champ is gone from 1 loss. That's disappointing. Wow, the Hardy Boys are so bad that they have fallen way down here. They're at the bottom of the list. What do we got? I mean, is there anybody else who would even be worth bringing back for the cameo? Like, Chavo's a tag champ, so his popularity is a little lower than what it displays, which is unfortunate. I mean, like, Chavo has been around in a couple of series, so I could go for him. Kennedy was kind of a mixed bag, and his popularity is so low that, I mean, then again, if I'm going to lose the guys anyway, should I really complain about what somebody's popularity is? I don't know. Kennedy, he's got a little bit of a draw from the 07 series. He was there. But everybody else, there really is no one who has any real significance. Like, we got Randy. Nobody else has any real story potential. Yeah, I think we might... Oh, that's right. My L1 doesn't work, so I can't go that way. I have to go all the way around. Yeah, so I guess we're just kind of stuck here. What is Batista's popularity? Because I see he's really low in the Power 25, but I think his popularity is still kind of high, and even then he's got 3 weeks on the contract. Oh, 83. We could maybe go for Batista, but that is sort of defeating the purpose of what I was trying to do in this series. By focusing on the lesser-known guys. Or not lesser-known, but lesser used. But then again, I mean, at this point, it's not like I'm going to explicitly give Batista a spot on WrestleMania just because. Well, that's just, I can't do a 2-for-1. That won't work. I wish I could, like, trade up somehow. Like, I don't know. I really don't know anymore. What if? See, Kane doesn't... He's only got 2 weeks on the contract. Otherwise, I could go for him and have the final showdown between Carlito and Kane. I think I'm basically just stuck with the roster I have. So it might not even be worth it to make the... I don't know. It's not like I have anything really to lose by picking somebody up, regardless of their popularity. Let's go back to ECW. I remember they had Regal. I mean, there's like Mark Henry. Henry was a flop. Yeah, none of these are really gonna do much for me, so I might as well just stick with what I mean, why not? I'll trade for Kennedy. Because I'm gonna lose one of these guys anyway, so it's better to just trade them to another show outright than to really let them go. So I guess Finlay, we lost. I mean, everybody else from the King's Court is gone, so we'll just basically just hand them a guy, because it would have happened anyway. So at least this way I'm getting something in return. I mean, Kennedy, I'm not going to be able to do much to really boost his popularity, unfortunately, because I need to... Well, I mean, I guess I could. Because I was thinking I was going to do a bunch of villain movies, try to build up money. Maybe that'll be Kennedy's role. Let's see how a villain movie with Mr. Kennedy as the star will do. It'll probably flop, because he's got 62 popularity. No, it was a success, so it wasn't the worst thing in the world. I guess we'll do one with Shad as well, because he's probably the guy who I'm not going to be getting back. That was a success. Wait, free agency. Who's there? They didn't even re-sign Finlay. They'll pick him back up in a couple days, though, but... Nobody has money. The WWE is losing all its stock. All the shows, all the brands are going down the toilet. Maybe if I do a couple more villain movies, maybe I'll have enough to extend Jeff Hardy's contract. No, I don't want to throw it all on Shad, because I would still like to use him for one more week and not injure him, if possible. So I guess we'll just split the love. We'll give one to Ric Flair. Think Ric Flair could be a convincing villain? I think so. The game doesn't seem to think so. 50% fatigue. Jeez. That is ridiculous. So I guess we'll stop with that. Well, oh, that's right. And I forgot that I wanted to boost Punk's popularity, and I haven't been doing that. Shoot. We'll do the website interview. +3. And hopefully his fatigue isn't super high. Okay, no, he actually had none. So that's good. And they still haven't gotten Finlay back. They're taking their sweet time. So they had a 3.5-star show. Rey Mysterio, new WWE champion, so the game dropping the title before WrestleMania. That's a bit of a surprise. And nothing really of note happening there. And we had a 3.5-star. Oh, geez. 4.5 parking lot brawl. Wow. Man, this was actually a good show. Way better than I was expecting for how sort of random it was. But we've got 2 weeks of SmackDown to go, then WrestleMania. We're going to lose a lot of contracts. It's going to be bad. So stay tuned for the next episode.